coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so many times. Another one of my favorite teammates, B. Shaw, he saved me. Rick Fox, he saved me. So you got to have great teammates, great organizations. They allow you to focus on what you do and what you do best, as long as family and friends and all that. And Ernie, I remember when you interviewed me when I was 18 years old.
I remember that. Now, I had just started at Turner, went to San Antonio, did a feature on Big Shaq.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I haven't changed at all, have I?
No, you still look beautiful.
I had more hair.
Good genes or good docs?
He's got good doctors.
Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors winning their last game against Denver. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. G is out there with G. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Blair in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Blair. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Raptors ball. And Toronto has possession. Off the inbound, no good. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
DeRozan pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Here's Cherry, and no good. His first shot of the night, missing. For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Blair kicks to Valanciunas. Good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
To the inside, here's Cherry, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Screened by Valanciunas to the right side. Blair with it. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Valanciunas, good.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to Ballard. Releases from 15. Here's Cherry. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Red Hot's got his second basket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
They set the pick. G dishes to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Valanciunas. Shot is no good. Seattle goes the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the second free throw, good. Seattle leading by 3. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I caught up with head coach Dwayne Casey. He's been chewing over the best plan of attack against this defense with all that shot blocking inside. He said the big thing is we can't play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
And so they should, because that's what it's going to take. This is such a tough D to break down. They're going to have to play a smart game offensively.
Well, there's no denying that. I mean, you're not going to get by on skill alone. I mean, you've got to have the strategy and the skill working together.
Now, here's Blair, and it's G finishing it off.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Cherry. Toronto grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
And you know, Greg, in that blowout loss that you were alluding to, it was the turnover that really did them in. You can't give possessions away like that and expect to win. It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. 1:12 left in the first quarter. Outside DeRozan from deep, and that one's good. DeRozan's got 5 points so far.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Cherry passes to Cherry, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Now, here is Lowry. 14 points from him the last game against Denver.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here is Blair. Here's the screen. Three-pointer, Lowry. They retain possession. And he trains the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
Exactly. Making certain the right call was made. They've done a great job of speeding the process and giving the officials the information they need to arrive at the right call.
And they've seen enough. The basket will not count. The quarter has come to an end before the shot.
Still important to have a second look at it, Kevin. I mean, the technology's available, so you might as well use it.
Absolutely. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Seattle ahead, up by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And a chance to hear from point guard Kyle Lowry of this Raptors team. They're all pulling in the same direction.
You know, we got a group of guys who came in and bought into the offensive system, the defensive system, and it just clicked. And we got a bunch of guys in here who only want to see each other be successful, and it's rare in this league to have a team like that.
The question is whether or not that team unity, as rare as it is making a difference for the Raptors. Does it make Kyle Lowry any better? Do they just give it more time?
You know, you could argue it both ways, Kevin, because it's worked both ways. I mean, teams that couldn't stand one another have won rings, and so have tight-knit groups who were really close. So there's really no magic formula. I think there's a little bit of art to go with the science in that.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
They've got Big Daddy. He's out there with Randall. And it's Billar in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Seattle starting the second.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Outside Lowry. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Blair. It's deflected. Takes the three. And again, Seattle with the triple.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Giles, and he jams it with authority.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Seattle leading by 6. Here's Cherry. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
G kicks to Blair. Clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot off. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Blair.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
It's deflected. Here's Randall. The offensive rebound. Law the pass to Cherry. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Dishes it to Blair. Here's Giles. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Seattle. T comes in for Randall. And Toronto also making a switch. Anderson's checked in. They set the screen. Here's G. 8 points his last outing. Left side Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Lowry. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Here's the dish to Law. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. He's got 5.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Lowry kicks to Anderson. The pass to Big Smooth. To the inside. Giant.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And the foul on Big Smooth. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Big Smooth. And G's subbed in for G. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Blair, and Chandler sends it back.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
1:29 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Lowry. Kicks it to Blair. Back to Lowry. Shoots the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Here's Cherry, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, he's just angling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Outside Lowry. Screened by Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. G kicks to Lowry. Again, the miss by Lowry.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Cherry can't get it to go. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's G. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. No good on the triple. Seattle leading by 8. Cherry passes to Law. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Passes it to T. Fade away. Can't hit. And we finish one.
Thank you, Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, the shots were dropping wrong. I mean, it was just...
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
The second half just about to get going here.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Red Hot. He's got 13 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
Raptors trail by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Toronto right now, they've got Jonas Valanciunas. G is out there with G. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Blair in at the point guard. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. He hits both from the stripe.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And it's Seattle with the ball. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Now here's Blair. Not a lot of room. And he gets it to go. 9 points for DeMar DeRozan.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Randall brings the double team. Here's G. He's defended by Randall. Shot clock at 6. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Blair. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
You look at Big Daddy, what a contribution.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain it.
Raptors trail by 11. Now, here's Blair. Inside, here's Giles, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. It's stolen by G. Now Blair. Pass to G. And here's DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader. G, no good.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And that one's good.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
And Blair kicks to G. Sinks the triple.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Feeds to Blair. And G has it in the corner. And Valanciunas kicks to Blair. Here's Giles. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Here's Law. And again, Seattle with the triple.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Raptors trail by 12. Blair dishes to G. G passes to Blair. That's tipped. And here we go again, Seattle.
Whoa! And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. And Blair gets it to go.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Inside, here's Cherry. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for G. Seattle shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Raptors trail by 13. Outside Lowry. The fadeaway. And it's DeRozan missing.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. David Lee checked in for Big Daddy, and Trey Burke subbed in for Red Hot. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Big Daddy's checked in for Seattle. Red Hot comes in for Trey Burke. Cherry. G with the rebound. G's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Lowry. He dishes it to DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. Seattle leading by 13. Cherry passes to Cherry for 3. And the shot is good. Red Hot's got 7 now in this quarter.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
Toronto calls timeout.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through G. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Raptors trail by 14. Lowry kicks to G. And they're pushing it up. And Randall throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up. And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Lowry kicks to G, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
For Seattle, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Toronto foul call.
First one falls for him. And the Raptors making a change here.
That's his third personal foul. At the line.
And so he hits both.
Taking 2 shots.
Raptors trail by 16. Blair with it. There's the feed to Lowry. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Out of bounds. Raptors ball. Now into the lineup for your Seattle team. Buller.
Here's Blair.
Randall.
No good there.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And we welcome you back, fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Seattle leading by 16. Randall out there with David Lee. Then there's Trey Burke, and it's Bilar in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Seattle calls timeout. A different look for Seattle. Big Daddy comes in for David Lee, and it's red hot in for Burke.
Jerry.
And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Outside DeRozan. They set the screen. Five to shoot. Pass to Big Smooth. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it. Big Smooth got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Raptors. Seattle leading by 14. Here's Cherry. That's a basket. His eighth from the field, 8-14.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Lowry passes to Big Smooth. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. And it's 6 points for Big Smooth.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Lowry dishes to G. It's stolen by Randall. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Randall's running.
Well, now they've lost the starch in their shirt, guys. They're demoralized. A careless play to turn it over and then slow to get back on defense. Lethargic.
It looks like their legs are gone at this point. I mean, I don't think a comeback bid is in the offering.
The Raptors making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Raptors trail by 16. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. He feeds it to G. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Big Daddy's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And DeRozan kicks to G. 5 on the clock. Shoots off the step back. Cherry grabs the board.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Wide open. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Lowry inside the line. And again, Toronto no up.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
The pass to Bilar. Another shot. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Outside DeRozan. Here's Giles. An easy 2 points on the layup. G's got 14 points now in the second half.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game. That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Law the pass to Cherry, and the shot is good. Big Daddy's got 29. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Seattle.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
And the Raptors making a change here. Blair's checked in, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Out of bounds. Toronto ball.
Blair dishes to DeRozan. 1:46 left in the fourth.
The defense has really gotten into his head a little bit here. He's not playing with any kind of confidence right now.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody down.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
To the right side. G kicks to Blair. And again, it's Toronto converting.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Cherry. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Tries again. Off the left rim and out.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Toronto calls timeout. They're losing by 8. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He told them, no holding back. I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, ask for a sub. No time to rest now. Let's get after it. Kevin, he wants everything they've got.
And thank you for that, Doris. Ring shot on the way. It falls. And now they trail by just 4.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
And an intentional foul right there. And it's Seattle with the ball. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 6. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. That one falls, so he hits both of them. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 8. 23 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
Staskis, great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Nope, this one is sealed and delivered.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
G passes to Blair. And so it's Seattle winning this one, probably a little closer than they would have liked.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
The job he did down low was fantastic. That's right, fantastic. He had great understanding of the way the defense was set up in the paint. He had a ton of high percentage looks close to the bucket and converted every time. Real nice game.
I can't imagine.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.